Russian Fishing 4, how to catch a big catfish. So first, yesterday I recorded this video of me fishing a day and a night, and I caught a 24 kilo catfish, 54 silver, and I think it was about 171 for a whole day. And I didn't press the record button. So that's what happened. I got one salmon trolling, a good salmon, 53 silver. So that wasn't a bad day. And we're going to head over to my spot. The 10-foot hole near the train tracks. And here's my gear. I had an 8,000 Titan, which is 13 kilo drag, but it can fit 340 meters of 25 kilo braid. And I got a 27 kilo leader on there. My 19 kilo drag got bitten off twice, so enough of that. 30 gram jig, and that was the old fluorocarbon. I didn't have any left, broke them all off. And I got the Lynn's huge minnow. And we're going to go down. I usually troll up there, and I'm going to go down to the 10 feet hole. We're just going to take off nighttime by the time I get there. I'm going to cast right in the middle, and then we're going to jig step it. And we're going to catch some catfish. So I did end up getting 4 catfish, which was the most I've ever gotten jigging. I usually get 1 or 2 big ones. So the one I got the night before tonight, it took I think 10 in-game hours to get it in. So it was hard to do. And I guess the gear I got is kind of underpowered for catfish 13 kilo drag, but I thought I was going to be trolling and I wasn't going to get spooled. So we got a baby here, 6 kilos, 6.8 kilos. And I'm going to jig step it some more. And we hit a good size one here. Bigger than the last one. When I was recording this video, I had my mic off, but I was talking the whole time, giving tips, which I can't remember anymore, but when I caught the big 25 kilo catfish, I found out that when I wanted to pull them in, because they don't run, they just kind of stay at the bottom and move a little bit, but you wanna drop your anchor when you're trying to pull them in. Found that out the hard way, probably cost me 4 hours, because when you drift you can't get leverage on a big fish like this. So I found out. So this is sped up at 300%. I'm going to speed it up. It's kind of what you do. You just kind of tug on them until it gets tired. And that was as high as I could lift. So we're going to drink some tea for some energy, because you got to watch your energy when you're pulling in a big fish. And it's going up. We're at full speed. I'm going to have a herbal drink, try to get energy back up. And he's not moving. He is not moving. I like to keep the drag in yellow, because that definitely is my drag. It's the weakest link on my setup. My rod is a Super Duty heavy, 25 kilos. The line's 25 kilos, the leader's 27 kilos. No, the reel is 13 kilos. So that is the weakest link in the setup. So I don't want to bust my reel. Which I did do on my first spinning reel that I got. And I think I was just explaining, because it was taking so long, how to find fish. You know, you go to the stats, records, and go to weekly, and you go to the absolute records, and you see what bait it is, and most of the time it's sold out. So the Lynn's huge minnow that's on fire is kind of purple. This is close, and you know, it gets the job done. Most important thing is finding the fish. I got a couple catfish in the 8-foot holes, but this 10-foot hole is where the big ones are. See, a smaller fish would move when you high stick your rod like that, but there was no movement. So I knew this was a big one. That 25 kilo that I got just before this game, the hour before this game. So what you want to do here is go to the video settings and put your field of view all the way up, so when you're trolling you can see your lines if they move. We're just talking about that. Options, video, field of view, up. I just found that out after playing for countless hours. Level 24, so I was just messing around in the settings, and you know. So if you're first starting the game, go to the settings, look at the keyboard controls, and then you'll really, oh, you can do this. I did that like at level 18, so yeah. Trying to pull them. We're at 300% speed here, and going back to normal. But I might speed it up a little bit, because this is a long fight. But then this is how to fight a catfish, how to fight a big fish, and this is considered big fish for this reel. See, he's not moving. Come on, fish. Let's get up. Trying to figure out how to move him, but it's just pull and drag. See, I like to see. I don't like. That's at 28. I don't like when it goes red. Since red means break. So if it goes past that red bar, then it's going to break the reel. He is not given 1 inch. I think I might speed this up at the end of the video here. I think I'm gonna speed this part up, because yeah, I'm talking about how the lifting power of 25 kilos. So if I can kind of kill the drag, because when tension's on the line, there's 25 kilos of pressure on the rod before the drag. So trying to pull them up slowly. And I was fishing in the sea in Indonesia, and we got in this grouper, and 5 of us guys are pulling on the rod like this. It was a Cape Cod jigging rod, and we couldn't move that grouper, and then the guy on the ship, deckhand guy, we just ripped him up. It was held up. It was bigger than me, the grouper. skip some time. So it's been about 5 hours game time, and I'm moving towards him because he's not moving. And when you do that, you want to keep your line tight. Because I've lost fish doing this. Setting the reel down, turning the trolling motor on. Checking the time. Alright, so fast forwarding. We are fast forwarding at 300% here. And kind of tugging on him at max drag right before the red because I don't want to bust my reel. Just busting a reel on a catfish for 50 silver is not worth it, in my opinion. So he's not really budging. Not really budging yet. Not really budging. Some tea, try to get energy up. Come on, fish. Like I said before, when you're fighting a catfish like this, you want to anchor down. Or you're just going to drift away while he stays in place. And you'll never get the fish in. Now, if I had a reel with 17 kilo drag, he'd be in by now. And he's not moving. Come on. Taking my drag. Come on, fish, get up. Get up, fish. And so I put my drag up a little bit. I think I'm going to put it up to 28. And see if I can get... I'm trying to keep my voice low because in the next room is my 3-year-old who's sleeping and my wife. So we're going to try to speak in a low tone. Come on, fish. Get up. He's coming. He's moving. Come on. Still taking drag. But he's moving. Feel it. And he's going, taking a little run. Let's have some tea. I think tea is the cheapest way to how to get energy up. You just have to buy that kettle. And I have tea on me all the time. Come on, fish. He's budging. Come on. Slowly. Slowly but surely. You will come up. Alright, we're coming up here. He's moving. So we're at 29 drag and he is coming up. Right about now. Right about just coming up slowly. See if you get the, is it the beluga or the teluga? I think that has 14.5 drag, but your spool is smaller, which means you'll probably get about like 100 less meters on your spool, which probably is not as good as drag, because as you can see, I'm having trouble lifting the 20-kilo fish up, and he's gonna come up right about no. Okay, we're gonna have to give it one more pump, and have a look at it. I'm gonna zoom in, and he's gonna show up right about, I think it's this next one here. So that's how you catch a big ass catfish. Right there. I mean, that looks like a 100-pound catfish in real life. That big. There's my jig. Just top of the mouth, right where you want to get him. And the net, he's not going to fit. Oh, he fit. And if you watch this whole video, hit the like button so I know to do another video. So that was kind of fun learning to edit and stuff. And thanks for watching.